Hello there. I don't know whether this will record sound or not. Normally I do voiceovers, so this will be interesting to see if it works. Right then, what I'm going to do is make some stamps in order to use them on my gel plate, my jelly plate. I've been meaning to get it out and make some stencils and stamps and some interesting things to stamp on it for absolutely ages. And I thought today's the day. So welcome to my disgusting looking mat. I'm going to be making them using this glue gun, and I've got some very large glue sticks here, and I've also got these little bits of card here. It's actually it's framing board. It's the stuff that you use for frame mounts, and it's pretty robust, and they're just little tiny pieces. And I thought, you know what, let's give this a go and see if it works. So I'm hoping that the glue will stick to these, and I could just make some pretty patterns, and then they can be used as sort of makeshift stamps. And for some stencils, I thought maybe I could just pipe some random patterns on. I'm going to try this. This is the backing off some sticker paper, and I'm also maybe going to try a little bit on this mat as well and see what works. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm just waiting for my gun to heat up at the moment. I've got all these random little tiny strips, so if I can just put some just basic squiggles and shapes, and we'll see what that looks like. I don't know, they might work, they might not. If I sort of lattice some together, that might work using the glue stick. We shall see. I've never done this before, and in all honesty, since having the gel plate, I've got two of them, I barely use them at all. I dipped my toe into gel plate printing, and it was great, and I really enjoyed the results, and then I packed it away and then haven't really looked at it since. But I have seen a couple of YouTube videos recently that have sort of got my creative mind flowing again, so I thought I'd give it a go and see if I could do something that would be original and sort of my style, perhaps using it to print onto some fabric maybe, so that possibly I could do some slow stitching over the top. I've got it set to high, but it's taking quite a while to heat up. So I don't know whether I will edit this video. I have been doing a few voiceovers on videos recently, and I never know whether the video is actually going to be pushed out to anybody and whether anybody's going to watch it. Sometimes I get a very, very few watchers, and then sometimes I get quite a lot of watchers. So I've absolutely no idea, but I can tell you that if you do watch, I really appreciate it, and if you leave me a like, I appreciate that. If you're a subscriber or not, then you know you're welcome here, and it's just so lovely to hear from people, and I just think it's so lovely when I get comments from people. It really makes my day and makes me just, you know, I feel appreciated, and I feel like there's a nice little community that I'm part of. So I really love it when people just say hi and just, you know, just let me know that they've seen my video and that maybe they're going to make something similar as well, or, you know, give me ideas on how to do things better, or, you know, maybe things to do in the future. I just really love it. You know, most people are really sweet and leave some really lovely comments, and it really makes my day. So if you are one of those people, thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Now, this is still taking a little while. Oh, look, something's coming out there now. So we can probably start giving it a go. The lighting's not brilliant. I'm sort of thinking maybe I shall put the light on. Let's see if that makes a terrible glare. Oh, it is a bit of a glare, but we'll leave it at that and see what happens. Right then, so we've got the glue, hot glue gun here. It's a Stanley and it's on high. I'm going to keep my fingers well away from it, and all I'm going to do is literally just make some makeshift stamps just by squishing out a little bit of glue onto each of these pieces of mount board, and then that will hopefully be enough to just make some interesting stamped textures that are a little bit different. So I've already put my finger in it. You've got to be ever so careful. Let's see what else can we do. I'm just going to put them to one side and hope that they dry quickly, and then later on I'll get the gel plate out. Is that going to go in there? Oh, it is. Look at that, look at the size of that one. Ooh. These are going to be quite uneven, so they're going to be a little bit random. We're going to see how it works. I thought it might be nice to have it on the mount board, because then I've got something that I can sort of grip with my fingers. But I have seen people, and I'm really sorry, I cannot reference specific videos because it is a while since I've seen them, but I have seen people make interesting stencils and printing material using the glue gun, and that's what gave me the idea. So if you're one of those people, then thank you for the interesting idea. I've been meaning to do it for ages, so I've really been looking forward to doing this. Just finding the time, isn't it, to sit down and play. I've had so many things on. Now let's stick one there, one there, one there, one there. I think that'll probably do it for that. Try not to put my finger in it. And we'll try and get those strings off it later. Right, now what should we do to this one? If you've got any ideas of what would look good, or maybe something, if you've tried something yourself, then let me know. All ideas are gratefully received. These are going to be used to create a few interesting backgrounds for textiles, like I say. And then I shall use the textiles to stitch on top. I also saw somebody using images that they printed off using a laser photocopier, laser printer. And I do have a laser printer. It's not brilliant. It's only black and white. So I did print a couple of my illustrations off. So I've got those. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't thinking, and when I printed it off, I did a PNG, and I was forgetting that it sort of adds a bit of a border, so it sort of missed my little bunny's ears off, and a little bit of the top of the hair. But I don't know whether they're going to work, so I just printed a couple off just to see what happens. And what I will do as well, I'm going to do some text, just maybe a bit of poetry or something like that, maybe a bit of Shakespeare maybe to stick in the background, and I'll print that off as well, and we'll see if that works as well. So I'll do that later, but for now let's just get some of this done. So this is going to be very random. Just mark making, just to add a little bit of something different. It's been a long time since I've done a chatty video. I don't know whether I'm going to leave it like this. I don't know whether people appreciate me yabbering on in the background, but either way, I am. There we go. That's a bit similar to the other one that I've done. So I think what I'm going to do, when I have put a few more of these in, I'm going to go down the centre as well. Now I've also seen, and you've probably seen as well if you watch the jelly printing videos, some people use botanicals, don't they? So again, I think what I will do at some point is pop out on a walk and collect a few leaves, maybe on my walks, and see if I can find something nice to press into the gel plate that resembles some of the nature that I see when I'm out and about. Right, what shall we do for this one? Let's do swirly blobs. So I went to an exhibition yesterday, 2 exhibitions actually. My daughter has graduated from college as a photographer. So that was really lovely. So I went to see some of her work and the work of some of her fellow students, and that was absolutely fantastic. And we also went into the Contemporary Art Gallery and saw an exhibition, a few exhibitions in there as well. So that was really interesting. I enjoyed that. So that'll be great to see how she develops her photography business. I'm very excited to see that. She's done some work that I've used as a basis for my own work as well. She's very good. Obviously I'm biased, but she is very good. And I'm thinking now, if I can get these out of the way, maybe what I'll do is stick some of these together maybe. I don't know whether that will work, or whether they'll just be too fragile, but shall we give it a go? Let's give it a go. Probably should have put another one down first, really, shouldn't I? So these were offcuts from making some book covers, interestingly. They originally they were from the framing industry, and then subsequently I used bits of the card to make some book covers, and now these are the absolute tiniest bits. You do have to be careful not to stick your finger in the glue like I just did. Right, so that's good. So that will give me a bit of a stripy effect there. So we'll put that on there. I hope it doesn't stick to my picture. And if we do some a bit closer together like that, so I'll put a couple pieces behind, and then we'll have some longer pieces. Actually, I quite like those. They might be nice on the front, but I've got loads anyway. So let's do 1, 2, 3 there. There we go. So if I have kept this information in and I'm chatting to you, then do let me know how you are and what you're doing, what sort of creative endeavours you've got going on at the moment. I would love to hear from you. And if you've done this before, you've got a gel plate, then let me know. And if you've got a video up yourself doing anything like this, please let me know, because, you know, anything useful like that would be gratefully received. Now, obviously, I can't then put, if I put one across, that's then going to, when I'm pressing it down, I think that's then going to lift it. Oh, sticking it to my skin. I'll put another one close by. That's quite grid-like, isn't it? But the back ones won't, because obviously they're not going to, unless I really press it down hard. And so that will just be a set of lines, basically. Let's do a bit of a what can we do next? Maybe if I do sort of a triangle. How am I going to do this? Let's do one there, and we'll do a bigger one. I'll do a couple of blobs here, and we can stick this one here. And look, that one there. I'll keep sticking my hand in it. And maybe I'll pop another one here. It's not sticking down very well because my mat's a bit bumpy. And then I can put another one here. A nice thick one, I think. It's good. Yeah, I like that. And could I do another one? I'll just do a couple. Just put one like that. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, that hurt. Okay, don't do that. Let's put that one there. I probably should put finger protectors on, shouldn't I? Oh, that's kind of smart, isn't it? And this may fall to pieces, of course, when I'm using it, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. So we're going to do it anyway. Hopefully this audio will come out and it will save me having to do a voiceover. But we'll see. You just never know, do you? I'll put another one that side, another thick one that side. That's a bit sort of, no, I think I'm going to leave it to that. So that's quite nice. I quite like that. Interesting. So we'll see if that works. I've just got a few left. So I could literally just do, I've got a few spots on that one. I could just do a few little spots on this one. With the drips. That's a bit interesting, isn't it? And then I think I will maybe cut some of those up so I get a slightly smaller grid or something. Okay, I'll leave that as it is. These ones, if I cut those, I could like make a little square, couldn't I, or something. If I use that as a backing, it'll give me plenty of space. So what I could do is, I don't have any scissors. Let me pop that there. What I could do is just cut that, and we can then make ourselves a sort of grid. So here we go. That's those. Oh, there we go. That's Etsy. Awesome, I like that. Now I could use some thinner bits, maybe. Well, like that, so I'm going to cut that. This is always sensible. Hold a glue gun while you're cutting card. Don't do what I do, obviously. Right, so that's brilliant. So I can have that on there and that on there. And we'll pop that so it's at a slant. But that'll pick up that middle bit there. And then again we can maybe add one here, so it's at a slant. And you could cut that, couldn't I? I think what I'm going to do is just stand that up now. Really need to get my proper stand out, don't I? Ah! No! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's alright. It's okay, don't panic. Right. So, that was going to go in there. This way. What do I like? I could, of course, just use tape. Right, so that's good. So we'll stick that down there. Oh my gosh, I'm like a disaster area, aren't I? There we go. And then this one. There. And maybe one more there. Back that. Quite like that. So we'll pop that there. And then that's not going to work, is it? That's way too close. I'm going to have to shove that right down there. Awesome. Right, the last few, we'll just cut them. We'll make a little one. Why is that not working? I think it's still been recording. I don't know. I don't even know whether this is recording or not. We'll find out soon, won't we? When I stop. Because my screen just went dead. Right. So let's just stick that on there. That one there. Oh, this one's proper twisted. So I'm going to have to pop one underneath. I don't think this little one's going to work, is it? Just trying to use it up. I have them all nice and close together. Like a train track. And I've got two pieces left. So I'll just use those for poking into it. Right, I'm going to unplug this before I do any more damage and do anything else silly. And then I shall be back with the gel plate and we shall see if we can get something nice going on. Oh, I forgot I was going to use this one. Let's see if it worked. Let's just quickly, move that out of the way. And I'm just going to add a little bit and let's hope this comes out. Has to be on thick enough so that you can peel it off. Now this might work, it might not. It's all about just trying something different, isn't it? So it all has to be attached together, because what I want is for it to be one large stencil with sort of holes. And I'm nearly out of glue, so I'm probably going to leave it there. I'm not going to put the other glue stick in. We're going to leave it. Leave it at that. Right. Anywhere that needs strengthening. That needs a bit more. Okay, that's cool. Right then. Leave it at that, and now I have somewhere to cool down, so I shall be back in a moment with the gel plate. Right then, so I'm back. I've managed to locate my gel press plate. So mine are actually gel press, gel printing plate, and they are by, where are they? Is it? I can't see who made them. Where is it? Where's the actual? It's latex free. No animal products. Patent pending. So maybe the brand is just Gel Press. Okay. Well, I got them on Amazon anyway. I was saying Jelly Plate, but I think that might be a brand name, so that's not what I've got. So what I've got is 8" by 10" plate. And I also have a 12 by 12" plate. Don't ask me why I felt the need to buy two. I think in my head I was thinking I was going to need a larger space because I wanted to do A4 pieces. And obviously an 8 by 10 is not quite A4. But I think I bought them, played with them a little bit and got a little bit intimidated because I have so many things. So it was one of those purchases where I didn't really need it. I have so many things going on in my life anyway that it just didn't get picked up again. So these are the ones that I'm going to be playing with. Now, what I might do is just save this for another day. Not that I'm backing out at all, but I did want to show you them, and I will set them up, but I might do another video and I'll show you the ink or the acrylic. I'm going to be using acrylic, not acrylic ink. I'm going to be using acrylics, and I'm going to mix them with a like a fabric painting medium. So you mix that with the acrylic paint, and I'm hoping that will then make it so that when I put it on the fabric that it's washable. So that's what I'm going to do. But I've also seen that you can use permanent markers, so Sharpie markers, alcohol markers, and I have an abundance of those. And also ink tents and pastels I've seen used on them. Now, I don't know whether they will stain, so this is going to be a bit of an experimentation, but I will be getting those out as well. So let's just have a look to see these that have cooled down now. So I've got this. That's actually worked better than I could ever have imagined. Wow, look at that. I love that. And that's just quite a nice texture, actually. So you know what I'm going to have to do is make a few more of these, I think. So we'll see how that works on the plate. But I've got an absolute abundance of these sticker backing sheets because I use quite a lot of adhesive paper in my normal work. And I always save the backing. Well, not always, but I have saved the backing. They're great for making little glue dots that you can then stick on. So it's like a faux enamel dot. So I have been saving them. So I have quite a lot of these. So that will be good. I can make some more of these. So that's really cool. And then, sorry about that. The camera stopped recording for some bizarre reason. I'm actually using my webcam. So it's directly above because I'm back in the craft room because the bunnies have taken over my art space downstairs in the extension. Anyway, so I've got all of these lovely sort of rubbery feeling stamps now that I can just press into them. So I've got all of those, and I've got all these lovely sort of lattice type and sticks and grids and whatnot to use as well. So I will use those. I will print off some extra sheets of my artwork, also including the some text as well. And what was the other thing I was going to use? Oh yes, the botanical. So I'll get some leaves. I'll set the gel plates up, and I shall do that later this week so that we can see what sort of results we get. So I think I'm going to leave that for now, and hopefully you'll join me, and we'll have a bit of fun doing a gel press plate session, and see what sort of interesting textures and colours and patterns and things we can make on our fabric, ready to do some slow stitching with. So thanks very much for joining me. I hope you're having some crafty fun wherever you are, and please do leave me a like and say hi, and I look forward to seeing you when I'm doing the gel printing. So I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.